Out and About Marathon Town with Mr. Marathon himself, Mike Puto.
Hello everybody, Mike Puto here, and our Out and About series continues with Monroe County. Hello everybody, Mike Puto and Out and About Marathon Town, and today we're talking with Dr. David Rice, the County Commissioner for District 4. David, thank you very much for having us on board.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. Good to be here.
Well, it's nice to have you on board, and how are things going with the county? Are you having fun?
I am having fun, Mike. You know, when things are the way they are right now, things run smoothly. Monroe County, at the county level, has kind of anticipated our financial slump that we all know about, and we're doing quite well. No surprises.
Excellent. And I know one of the big projects that you're working with Dick Ramsey, who's a commissioner here, a council member here in Marathon, and the city of Marathon, is our port of entry. I know you're very big in helping with that. And how's that coming along?
I think it's doing very well. We've had several meetings now with the representatives from Customs. I can truly say I've made a couple of really good friends there, as a matter of fact. Turns out we know all the same people, and they're from Miami, the middle of the United States, and Washington, so that's a surprising thing. They're excited about our possibility here for a port of entry, and we are too. We've been working with the city because, as you know, the county owns the airport in the middle of Marathon.
Yeah. So
it takes all of us to make it happen, and we're doing very well with it. I expect it to happen.
That's exciting. And going down the road, are we looking at the potential of 1, 2, 3, 4 months? Any idea? I mean, how government works with the Fed side?
Mike, knowing how government works, I would be conservative and estimate a year.
Mm-hmm.
It could be shorter than that. It may actually be longer than that, but I hope not. We should be able at that point to clear both marine traffic, our boaters, and aviation with all the aircraft that would prefer to come into Marathon directly rather than landing somewhere else for a port of entry and flying to Marathon afterwards.
And that would be a huge economic impact on the Marathon area, without a doubt, wouldn't it?
It certainly would. We are doing well. The Keys have been blessed as a whole. The economic problems that have affected the rest of the country have had less of an impact on us. Our tourist rates are up. Our revenue is up this year from bed taxes, which tells us how many tourists are cycling through the community. And we're doing very, very well. A lot of people love the Keys, and we may be a closer and more financially reasonable alternative for vacations than many other more distant and perhaps not as safe places today.
Interesting. And I know that, we have a beautiful airport, as you can see behind us and out where the runway is. And, do you think that we'll ever get lucky enough to maybe get an airline to come in? Because I know many, many years ago we had 5 airlines, coming into the airline, and the planes were different in the whole bit. But do you think there's a potential? Because I know we're in the middle here, but boy, what a spot.
Mike, we're going to have to find exactly the right fit. One of the things that's happened is several years ago the airlines went to their regional jets. They're larger aircraft than comfortably serve a small community like Marathon and many other small communities around the nation. As a result, lots of small communities have lost their commercial service. We really need to somehow be able, I believe, to tie into a 18 to 20 passenger aircraft that's shuttling people either to Miami or Fort Lauderdale on a regular basis, pretty much the way it used to be. As we get older, we always like to look back and say, well, pretty much the way it used to be. But this would be a step forward as well as a memory of what was at one time. We've gone through some tough years as far as commercial service is concerned. We have a lot of company in small communities across the country. So I would like to see us do that. It's a complex equation to solve, and with fuel prices where they are it's never going to be as cheap as it used to be.
No, exactly, exactly. Well, I want to take this opportunity to say thank you very much for letting us come into your domain here at the airport,
Well,
and all the good that you've been doing to help us out, not only with the county, but the city of Marathon, and that's going to be huge in getting the relations, keep things going. And we're really excited and working with, Commissioner Nugent, and, we're right in the same block, so that's going to work out pretty good. And
Yeah, absolutely.
we're looking forward to that. And I think
well,
there's a lot
Mike,
of future.
as you know, I've lived in the city of Marathon, although it wasn't a city, for the last 40 years. I've been here 40 years now. Means I was a much younger man when I got here, as you were, as I recall. But we've lived our lives here. We love it. The Keys are beautiful. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. And this is home. So it's very natural for me to work with the city fathers of Marathon as a county commissioner to help develop not only the entirety of Monroe County, but my home city of Marathon.
Well, that's great. And you also had a little bit more hair too, didn't you?
I think I might have, Mike, but you don't have to point that out or I'll take your cap off.
Whoa, don't take the cap. That's great. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mike.
For all your help. And like I say, we're looking forward to this interview, and it's really kind of neat to get all the information out, to the people about what's going on with the city and how the city and the county work together. And until next time.